Been a long time coming since I've seen your face. I've been everywhere back.
My name is Connor. I'm 13 and my favorite color is green.
My name is Kayla. I'm 13 and my favorite color is purple.
I'm Suzanne. I am Madison's history teacher, and today I think my favorite color is orange.
I'm Isabel and I'm 14 and my favorite color is yellow.
What is your favorite holiday recipe?
Well, probably like some kind of peppermint cake, ice cream cake. I don't actually know what it's called. It's like a peppermint ice cream cake.
My favorite holiday recipe is stuffing for Thanksgiving.
My favorite holiday recipe would have to be peppermint bark.
Spiral ham and potatoes au gratin and either asparagus or green beans.
Do you think that your favorite recipe uses locally grown ingredients?
No.
Probably not.
Ham does not. I mean, I could have gotten a ham from my friends who raise pigs in Port Townsend, but we don't have any of that pig left. So I think we got that at Ballard Market. The potatoes they could. I think if we bought them from the farmer's market, they could be, but I don't know where they're from actually. And the asparagus this time of year would not be local.
I'm not sure if it does. My mom definitely tries to get as many local ingredients as possible.
Name 3 fruits or vegetables that can be grown in Washington that we can find in stores in December.
Probably apples, potatoes, and I don't really know what else.
I'm guessing apples.
That's one, yep.
Potatoes.
Yep.
And I want to say wheat. Then I remember that's not a vegetable.
Pears, apples, and I'm not sure of a third one.
The greens, kale, chard. I think you could actually do spinaches. Apples are still left over from a little ways ago, and I think a big favorite is kohlrabi. Seems to be. I think you can grow that through the winter. That's all. I think that's all I know. I think some people can do peas.
On a list of things that can be grown in Washington and found in December are pears, apples, sprouts, mushrooms, onions, potatoes, and varieties of winter squash. What do you think about that?
It's a lot of vegetables.
That's really cool because I know my family, we have a garden in our backyard, so we grow some stuff like that.
I think that makes sense because I've eaten those things in the past week, all of them, so yeah, that definitely makes sense.
You actually had some more vegetables that were on the growing season chart I found. On the chart I found, it said pears, apples, sprouts, mushrooms, onions, potatoes, and varieties of winter squash can be grown in Washington, found in December.
Good.
Yeah. And then a lot of the vegetables that you listed apparently were supposed to stop growing during October, but I guess they can save them for a while. Or
so kale doesn't grow over the winter?
I think it stops in October, but they might have ways, like when we went to Oxbow when they did the crop rotations and stuff, they might be able to grow it for longer. Do you know of any local companies or farms? If so, which companies or farms do you know of?
Okay, so I think there's Treetop, I think is one, and I know I've been to other ones, like when I was in elementary school. I just don't know the names.
I think there's a Skagit River Ranch. My mom buys their eggs every single Saturday at the farmer's market.
Well, Full Circle Farm is the big supplier. They do a lot of wholesale for restaurants and for markets. But I'm a big fan of Oxbow Farm in Carnation. And then there's another one called the Nature's Last Stand, also in Carnation, that is a great farm.
Why is local food the better choice?
Well, probably because it helps out community and it helps stable our the industry of agriculture.
Local food doesn't have to be shipped as far to stores, and that reduces your carbon footprint if you buy local.
Yeah, that's a really good question because I think everybody kind of gets caught up in the lingo and organics and everything, but I mean ultimately it's really important, especially because of the way the processed food has all of these questionable ingredients. It's really important to know who's growing your food, where it's coming from.
What can the public do to learn more about the growing seasons and local companies?
Not sure. Perhaps research it a bit, maybe support them.
I think that we could like go online and also like if you know any local farmers, you can like talk to your friends about it and just kind of like spread the word.
There's tons of farmers markets all around, so that's the first thing to do. And some of them are year round. Like I know the Ballard Farmers Market is year round, and I think like Columbia City is just in Fitty Ridge. The ones that I'm familiar with are only May to October. But the Seattle Tilth is also a great source for learning about growing seasons. They have great seminars and resources. And then there's, the other farm that's really awesome is Jubilee Farm, and they have a big education program too. That's also a carnation farm.
It's been a long time coming since I seen your face. I've been everywhere and back, trying to replace everything that I had till my feet went numb. Praying like a fool, it's been on the run. Heart still beating, but it's not working. It's like $1 million phone.